Hi, I'm Jonas Urba. I'm a New York employment lawyer, here with Employment Law Reality Check. The National Labor Relations Board has told us we can no longer put confidentiality and non-disclosure paragraphs in severance agreements. Before, most of the time when an employee would sign a severance agreement, you couldn't talk about what happened to you, or you couldn't talk about how much you resolved or settled your case for. That's now illegal. Just that provision in most agreements, because most agreements have what they call a severability provision or a clause, which means if one section of the agreement is illegal, that doesn't make the whole agreement illegal. So how will that affect my clients? Probably not so much. Most of my clients are not interested in posting things online or making it a public spectacle. Most employees that have a discrimination complaint that I represent want to keep it confidential, and they have no interest in making it a big issue. However, there are some exceptions. Sometimes you'll have a hostile workplace, a really hostile workplace, and the National Labor Relations Board wants to make sure that employees know that if they want to unionize or they want to become collective bargain agreement covered, that they can actually talk about this terrible workplace. In most situations, it's really not going to matter. Plus, I think most of my clients are also concerned about defamation, slander. Some of them may even know that the duty of loyalty to your employer, the common law duty, still applies. The faithless servant doctrine still applies. And you still cannot disclose confidential trade secrets or intellectual property and things like that forever. So this decision, although initially I thought it would be a big impact on severance agreements and settlements, it's probably not going to have that big of an effect on my clients. However, before you go out and start talking about what happened to you at work, even if the severance agreement or the separation agreement doesn't prohibit you from doing that, I think in most instances, most clients are going to say, it's probably not a great idea to talk about it. So call some employment lawyers. Before you sign anything, before you sign a severance agreement, before you decide what provisions of the agreement are enforceable, which are not, call some employment lawyers. You can call me. I'm Jonas Urba. I serve the entire state of New York, and I can be reached at 212-731-4776. Attorney Advertising. Stay safe.